I teach 3rd grade, and I've been here for, since 1975. When I was on the boat that we escaped, I was so motion sick that all I did was lie on that boat, on the deck. I looked up, and all I see is the moon, and I saw water, because it rained and it poured, and it was very cold.
Okay, why did you pick that one?
There's more movement to this one to me.
And you like movement. Somebody
Yes.
else might like the solidarity of
Right.
this one, or the quietness of it. But you wanted the action.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
If I had to use one word to describe the whole thing, it was chaotic. It was chaotic as soon as April 30th hit. You can hear the bombing from far away. You know, I live in the city, and I knew it was, they were bombing each other. I just did not understand how serious it was, because you hear it all the time, and then it eventually just it became such a part of everyday life that you didn't notice it. But then it just became louder one day. April 30th came and they were screaming, "We lost, we lost." And I knew something bad happened. I just didn't know what. Nobody told me. And even if they told me we lost the country, I don't think I would have understood that either.
No.
One night it stormed so hard, it rocked the boat back and forth, back and forth. And they were screaming, and you could hear the men's voices. And they said, "Tie the kids, the women and the children down." So the men ran and got ropes and tied everybody down. And then all of a sudden, we're just going around in a circle. At first it was not fast. And then I heard a voice of a man said, "The engine's not working anymore." I did not realize at that time that the cable had broken off. And then so you hear more prayers going on, louder by the women, and some were crying, "God help me, Buddha help me, we're not going to make it out of here." And then the next thing you know, we start spinning really fast. And I remember laying there just looking up, and I thought, I'm just gonna fall off this boat sometime. It was going pretty fast, and your body went back and forth. And
So it was a whirlpool you were in?
yes, we got sucked into it, and it went faster and faster and faster.
As you went down.
As you went down, the boat went down.
And so this is like your signature when you sign a check. Everybody's signature is different. You just took ownership of this. This is yours, because this is your rhythms that you do naturally. And you went
To
up and
mark.
down and sideways.
So we got out of there.
Did it take a while to get out?
It seemed like an eternity to me. It seemed forever. And my aunt, I questioned her, I talked to her about a day ago. I said, "Do you remember how long it was that we
Yeah.
were stuck in that, circular motion?" And she said, it was a long time, honey. It was a long time.
Okay, good.
They were so scared, the adult. My uncle said, "Stop waving, stop waving." They went by and they slowed down. They said something in Russian. And my uncle said they're going after a bigger boat.
Really?
So they let us go. We were too small of a fish for them to catch. So that's how we survived. So we were lucky that we were on a small fishing boat. And the next thing you know, all these other kids stood up, including my sibling. They were wobbling, But they stood up and they would just say, big fish, big fish. Well, they were dolphins.
Really?
And I could not get up. I was laying there and my mom tried to sit me up so I can see, and I could not see. And somebody said, it's land, you're near land. That's how you know.
You got out very quickly.
Well, we could have gotten out. Well, yes, and my father could have gotten out earlier than us. He was a political figure. He was a congressman. So, you know, they knew ahead of time that the Saigon was going to fall. And so they had helicopters to bring the senators, you know, the president had left, the vice president had left, and they were going to bring him on the American helicopter. He actually stepped on and then he stepped off again. Well, there was 5 kids. He couldn't leave us at home with my mom. So he stepped off. He chose to go back home because we wouldn't have known that he had left. You know, there was no communication at that time. So, yeah. He stepped off that helicopter. Uh-oh, it's not touching the ground.
You can bring the ground up.
No, but I like it. It might be taken off and leaving him behind.
That's true. That's right. He's already on the ground.
Yeah.
It can't be a light purple. It has to be a little bit darker. Because in a lot of Vietnamese poetry and stories, I guess, purple represents love, a love. It can represent also something that's lost, where you mourn for something. Being in that open sea, when I looked up, and the moon didn't come in purple, but to me it was a sky full of purpleness. And there's something really gentle and soft about it. So these are baskets. When we would climb into that boat, the boat couldn't get to the shore in Vietnam too close, or else the communists would know. So the adults would have to wade out into the water, and the water came up to here to them, and they pushed all the children onto these baskets out into the boat.